Rock's a movie star now. Does his attitude change? Is it
No.
clear he's headed to Hollywood?
Everyone was really supportive of that.
Yeah.
The guys were just really thrilled. I think that, everybody wants to do something great with their career, except for Triple H, just wants to be a wrestler his whole life or run a company.
He wants to own a company. There's nothing wrong with
$1 billion company or whatever it is. And that's cool too,
Yeah.
That's hard work. But yeah, I think it was really inspiring for everybody. So, and then, it was interesting to see too how, and again, I'm not the fly on the wall, but I thought it was interesting to see how Rock worked his relationship with Vince, business relationship, in that, okay, you're launching into films, of course you got to drag Vince with you, because he wouldn't let you go do, and there's got to be that cross promotion where everybody helps everybody's business. But McMahon's only going to help your business. He didn't help Stacy Keibler in the dancing show, right? That was like, oh, you're on the dancing show? We're not going to talk about it on the wrestling show at all. You're dead to me.
Because there's no reciprocal thing for Vince.
Yeah,
the
there's
dancing show's not
no,
gonna do
and
anything for him.
Stacy's not going to say, listen, they're going to pay me, for a $400 day rate or whatever, and I'll give you 60% of it. Nothing like that. So I think with Rock's movie deal, and he got, a package with Universal, then Vince got a hunk of that as a producer. So then, and they just kind of, and he was The Rock, because that's what sold tickets in those movies. And then they just kind of gradually faded out to where that deal was done, and he saw it through his first 5 films or whatever with Vince attached. Vince makes money, doesn't have to do anything. And then they have that marriage with the cross promotion. And then The Rock makes his little appearances here and there, and then they're done.
What was the real reason why the Women's Battle Royal was scrapped?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay.
It was scrapped.
Want to make something up? Well, maybe it was always planned that way, just to get the right to censor over. Right?
Yeah, maybe so.
Sure. I'll go with
I
that.
don't know.
You mind flying all the way halfway across the world to do a little angle like that and running back to the locker room?
Yeah, well, sure. Why not? We got to do something, didn't we? Oh, listen, there's always stuff to do. You don't ever just get to go to the hotel and to the arena. There's always these promotions you got to go do and stuff like that.
Right. So that's all. The wrestling is almost ancillary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Almost an afterthought.
Wake up.
Trying to get through this page 28. 28.
Rock was asking me one day, when I first got there, he's like, so Ivory, you got a boyfriend? I was like, yeah. He's like, you idiot! But that's what happens when you're just a little older. You're like, yeah, I have a boyfriend at home. Didn't last. But, and then there comes Trish Stratus, it's like, dang, that could have been me. Isn't that horrible? I love looking at the guy's tight buns. Best hamstrings in the business. But see, that's what making you 10 years older is good for, is you could be their friend, you can flirt all day long and all night long, and you can put everyone in their place, and everything stays just a little bit like that, so that you can have friends that are really flirtatious and fun. But you get to know their wives and their girlfriends and be part of their families and know their kids and always feel good about it because there's nothing weird there.
But in 2 minutes, you went from talking about the
Dying
business
and the
as Dante's Inferno.
It is.
To just beaming about.
I know, that's what,
your
well,
tone.
hell's fun.
The dichotomy, hell is fun.
Hell's a fun place,
Great,
but
great quote.
Hell is a fun place. And it's just fun.
That's in the trailer.
Yeah.
Hell is fun. Might even subtitle this episode, Hell is fun. You were in the ring for 255 as opposed to the 239 at
255
WrestleMania.
with 6 girls.
Give you
Probably
another
not.
20 seconds there.
No money there.
Nothing, huh? Had to split it
Hell,
6 ways.
let's do another Diva photo shoot. That's all my royalties are now, videos.
Calendars, they don't do calendars anymore, right?
Yeah.
It's just magazines and stuff. Right?
Video, mainly video merchandise.
I mean, obviously all the flights are canceled and everybody's got to stay where
Well,
they
we
are.
were all on the road.
Right.
So we were in Houston, around those parts, because we were traveling in. And yeah, everybody had they were just out there. We were all kind of scattered out there from the house shows. And I guess some people were flying in for TV. But yeah, we showed up at the arena, and a lot of the studio people and the backstage people are from New York, of course, and Connecticut. So they were on the phones trying to get a hold of family and see what was going on. So it was pretty low. Weird day.
Yeah, you weren't able to fly, obviously, so you were driving.
I was
guess,
driving,
to the venue.
yeah. I was in Katy, Texas, I remember, and woke up and saw the stuff on the TV and drove in, and it was really crazy being out there. Anyway, but yeah, I thought that we handled it really well. So we must have taped that Thursday then, or it was
3
live?
days after, it was the Friday.
Yeah, so everybody was hung out, and we were
Friday,
all
yeah,
kind of
live.
waiting around, and just kind of doing the normal, and watching the news a lot, and working out, and getting tan, and waiting, and yeah. And then we did the show, and I thought it was a really good way to handle it.
Yeah.
And they always did that with, the show would always offer at any trying time where it was, a death, or, I'm remembering somebody, or where you could go in and talk about that person if you wanted. It was never demanded. So there would be a certain setup, and any time during that day, you could go in and give your 2 cents worth, or not. So that was one of them that they did, yeah, where you could just go in and say what was on your mind.
Did wrestlers in the company that you were working with have any friends who passed away that day, or relatives?
I think we had a few with relatives, yeah. Or with weird stories like that they just happened to not go to work that day. That could have perished but didn't.
Right.
Yeah.